You woke up this morning and something felt off. Not sick exactly, just heavy, slow, like your body is working twice as hard to do half as much. Your knees complained before your feet even touched the floor. That familiar fog settled behind your eyes before the day even started. And somewhere between the bedroom and the kitchen, a quiet thought crossed your mind. Is this just aging? You have been eating your vegetables every single day. Salads, steamed broccoli, spinach smoothies, because that is what you were told. Eat your greens, stay healthy. And yet, something is still not right. Your energy is unpredictable. Your digestion is uncomfortable. Your joints ache in ways your doctor keeps dismissing as normal. Here is what no one has told you. Some of the vegetables you trust most, the ones sitting in your refrigerator right now, are actively working against your body after the age of 65. Not because vegetables are bad, but because your biology has changed and the advice you were given never did. After 65, your body produces up to 40% less stomach acid. Your kidneys filter differently. Your thyroid reacts to compounds in everyday vegetables in ways a younger body never would. And what protected you at 45 can silently inflame your joints, suppress your thyroid, and block nutrient absorption at 68. Every single day, at every single meal. Stay until the end, because I am going to show you exactly which vegetables to remove, which ones to replace them with, and one simple daily swap that a study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found reduced inflammation in adults over 65 by 33% in just 28 days. If you have ever eaten a healthy salad and felt more bloated and exhausted afterward instead of energized, type the word salad in the comments right now, because you are not imagining it, and you are not alone. My name is Dr. Elena Cruz. I have spent 27 years in geriatric nutrition, and I kept watching my patients do everything right and still feel everything wrong. The guidelines most doctors follow have not been updated for seniors in over 2 decades. That is not acceptable. And that is why I am here today. Let me tell you what is actually happening inside your body right now, because your doctor's appointment lasts 12 minutes, and this conversation never happens there. When you were in your 40s, your digestive system was a powerful machine. Stomach acid broke down tough plant fibers efficiently. Your liver processed natural plant chemicals easily. Your kidneys handled the mineral load from raw vegetables without any strain. But after 65, that entire system has quietly shifted, and nobody sent you a memo. Your stomach acid levels drop by up to 40% as you age. That means the raw vegetables you are eating, the ones full of oxalates, goitrogens, and lectins, are no longer being properly broken down. Instead, they are sitting in your gut, fermenting, causing bloating, feeding inflammation, and blocking the absorption of calcium, iron, magnesium, and zinc, the very minerals your aging bones, heart, and brain desperately need. Here is where it gets personal. Margaret, 71 years old, a retired school teacher from Ohio, came to me exhausted. She was eating salads twice a day, spinach, kale, raw broccoli, everything the internet told her was healthy. Her energy was worse than ever. Her thyroid levels were borderline. Her joints ached constantly. She was doing everything right and feeling everything wrong. Sound familiar? When we looked closely, the problem was not her effort. The problem was that spinach and raw kale are loaded with oxalates and goitrogens, natural plant compounds that, in an aging body with reduced stomach acid, directly suppress thyroid function and block mineral absorption. A 2021 study published in Nutrients Journal found that adults over 65 who consumed high oxalate vegetables daily had measurably lower magnesium and calcium levels than those who did not, regardless of how healthy their overall diet appeared. Margaret made 3 simple swaps. She replaced raw spinach with cooked zucchini. She swapped raw kale with steamed bok choy. She added 1 specific root vegetable I will tell you about shortly. Within 3 weeks, her energy returned. Within 6 weeks, her inflammation markers dropped significantly. Her story is not unusual. I see it every week. And the solution is never complicated. It is just never explained. So let me now show you the specific vegetables that are quietly causing the most damage after 65, starting with the one hiding in almost every senior's kitchen right now. The first vegetable I need you to reconsider is one you probably eat several times a week. It is sitting in your refrigerator right now, looking innocent, looking healthy, looking like exactly the kind of thing a responsible adult eats to stay well. I am talking about raw spinach. And before you close this video, hear me out. Because what spinach does inside an aging body is something most doctors have never explained to a single patient. Spinach is loaded with oxalic acid. In a younger body, this compound passes through relatively harmlessly. But after 65, with reduced stomach acid and slower kidney filtration, oxalic acid binds directly to calcium and magnesium in your digestive tract and pulls them out of your body before they ever reach your bloodstream. A study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that raw spinach consumption reduced calcium absorption by up to 85% compared to other leafy greens. 85%! Think about that every time someone tells you spinach is good for your bones. Robert was 68 years old, a retired engineer from Michigan, active, careful with his diet, proud of his daily green smoothie packed with raw spinach. He came to me with worsening joint pain, muscle cramps at night, and a bone density scan that shocked his primary care doctor. Nobody connected it to the spinach. I did. We removed raw spinach completely and replaced it with cooked bok choy and steamed asparagus, 2 vegetables that actually increase calcium bioavailability in aging bodies. Within 6 weeks, his cramps disappeared. Within 4 months, his follow-up scan showed measurable improvement. The fix is not complicated. You do not need to eliminate spinach forever. You simply need to cook it. Light steaming for just 4 minutes reduces oxalate content by up to 53%, according to research from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. That one change, 4 minutes of heat, transforms spinach from a mineral blocker into a genuinely beneficial food for your body after 65. But spinach is only the beginning, because the next vegetable on this list is one that almost every cardiologist recommends for heart health. And yet, for adults over 65 with even slightly reduced kidney function, it can quietly push blood pressure in the exact wrong direction. The vegetable I want to talk about now is one that has been celebrated for decades as a heart superfood. You have seen it on magazine covers. Your cardiologist has probably mentioned it. It is in every Eat Healthy After 60 article on the internet. I am talking about raw tomatoes. And what I am about to tell you will completely change how you look at them. Tomatoes are high in potassium. In a healthy younger body, that is genuinely beneficial for blood pressure regulation. But here's what changes after 65. Your kidneys, which are responsible for filtering and balancing potassium levels in your blood, lose approximately 40 to 50% of their filtering efficiency between the ages of 40 and 70. This is completely normal aging. Almost nobody talks about it, and it means that high potassium foods like raw tomatoes eaten daily can push potassium levels in your blood dangerously high, a condition called hyperkalemia, which does not always show obvious symptoms until it starts affecting your heart rhythm. A 2019 study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases found that adults over 65 with even mild age-related kidney decline were significantly more likely to have elevated potassium levels when consuming high-potassium diets. And most of them had no idea their kidneys had changed at all. Patricia was 72, a retired nurse from Arizona, someone who knew more about health than most of my patients. She ate tomatoes every single day, raw, in salads, in sauces, in juices. She developed irregular heartbeat episodes that her cardiologist attributed to stress. Nobody asked about her diet. When I reviewed her full picture, the connection was clear. We reduced her raw tomato intake and replaced them with cooked red bell peppers, which provide similar antioxidants, including lycopene, but with significantly lower potassium load and far better digestibility for aging kidneys. Within 2 months, her episodes reduced dramatically. Cooking tomatoes also does something remarkable. It actually increases lycopene bioavailability by up to 35%, according to research from Cornell University. So you lose nothing by cooking them, you only gain. But now I need to pause for just one moment, because if this information has already surprised you, what I'm about to share in the next section is the one that my patients find most shocking. It is the vegetable that almost every senior eats for joint health, and it may be doing the exact opposite. The last vegetable on this list is one that will genuinely stop you mid-bite. It is raw kale, the superfood, the green juice staple. The vegetable that entire wellness industries have been built around for the last 15 years. And for adults over 65, eating it raw every day may be one of the most quietly damaging dietary habits you have. Raw kale is loaded with goitrogens, natural compounds that directly interfere with your thyroid gland's ability to absorb iodine. Your thyroid controls your metabolism, your energy, your body temperature, your mood, and your weight. After 65, thyroid function already naturally slows. Add daily raw kale on top of that, and you are essentially pressing the brake pedal on a system that is already slowing down. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that adults over 60 who consumed raw cruciferous vegetables daily showed measurably lower thyroid hormone levels than those who cooked or avoided them entirely. James was 74, a retired contractor from Colorado, eating raw kale smoothies every morning because his daughter told him it would give him energy. Instead, he felt exhausted, cold, foggy, and had gained weight despite eating carefully. His thyroid panel came back borderline. Nobody asked about his diet. Simple answer: stop the raw kale. Replace it with steamed carrots, cooked beets, and lightly sautéed zucchini. Within 3 weeks, James told me he felt like himself again for the first time in 2 years. So here is your simple action plan starting tomorrow. Replace raw spinach with steamed bok choy or cooked asparagus. Swap raw tomatoes with cooked red bell peppers. Remove raw kale and replace it with steamed carrots or roasted zucchini. These are not sacrifices, they are upgrades, specifically designed for the body you have right now at this stage of your life. Before your next doctor's appointment, say these exact words. Can we check my oxalate sensitivity, potassium levels, and thyroid panel together? That one sentence will start a conversation your body has needed for years. Your body is not failing you. The information system failed you. And now you have better information. If this video helped you, share it with one person you love who still eats raw kale every morning. They need to see this. And tell me in the comments, which of these vegetables surprised you the most?